I am Kerry and I am from Southern California. I came in because I was having a lot of headaches and a large portion of my body was actually experiencing electric jolt type pain all throughout, and it was very difficult to concentrate on anything. I had trouble sleeping, I had trouble breathing, and a friend of mine knew that I was going to a neurologist, and I had been to a cardiologist, had been to pretty much every ologist that you could think of, and she told me about Dr. Patrick and said, give him a try. I've had a lot of jaw pain, and it was so bad. I'm in an industry where I do a lot of dining out, and there was a couple times where people would look at me like, what is that noise coming out of your face as you're eating? And it was distracting. It was painful. I had a lot of headaches because of that, and I'm very thankful that now I can sit here and actually talk without having pain. I used to sing in church, and my mouth would hurt so much I couldn't sing anymore. So one of the doctors had put me on gabapentin and had said that I would probably be on that for the rest of my life. I haven't taken that in over a year. I was doing some other stretches and some things like that. They were getting ready to do a brain surgery and do some kind of an exploratory brain surgery. I didn't think that was such a good idea. And so I was really just looking at the traditional medicine vehicles for my jaw. I wasn't doing anything. I didn't think there was anything that could be done. I broke my jaw when I was in 3rd grade due to a horse riding incident, and had kind of just learned to deal with that pain. So again, no more medication. I take an occasional Tylenol, which I was on pain pills every day, 4, 5, 6 times a day. So I don't have to take the pain medicines anymore. I can sleep, I can eat, that is so cool. I can exercise a lot better, and another big thing too is I would have so much back pain. Trying to sit still in a chair for more than about 10 minutes was excruciating, and I can actually sit still now. My friend Karen had said that she had experienced some great results here, and I was a little worried because I always think of chiropractors as the crackers. And I had actually been to a chiropractor friend of mine who had cracked me a couple of times and caused more pain. And when I was talking with him, I said, I'm not liking this, and he said, maybe you should go to another chiropractor that does something a lot more gentle. And then when my friend Karen recommended Symmetry, that's why I came here. So the Nucca adjustment was funny because the first time I thought, well, did you even really do anything? It was a little tender the first night in my head and my neck, and Dr. Patrick did a very good job on preparing me for that so that I wasn't worried. But I immediately, the very next morning, I felt so much better. I could breathe, and it was just awesome. So.
Great.
And another thing I forgot too, by the way, one of the doctors had diagnosed me with costochondritis and said, oh yeah, just take pain meds for it. But Dr. Patrick has a way to help me with that as well. Dr. Patrick is not just an incredible chiropractor, he's a great guy. He really cares about his patients, and you can tell based on his interaction with everybody in the lobby. He is a genuine person, and one of the great things that I really liked about him, my line of work, I kind of judge people sometimes a little bit too harshly based on how they interact with their customers. And I gotta tell you, it was one of the best sales pitches I've ever heard. And the reason that I say that is because he got me as the customer to agree to commit to my success as much as he was committed to my success. So I really appreciate that. I am back to running. I just took my son to the Bahamas and New York and DC. We've been able to travel without having to worry about chest pain when the airplane, with the pressure and stuff, it would get really bad. I don't have headaches as much. I can move around, feel free to move out the country and just have a great time. And another big thing too is I'm back to doing boot camp workouts and really enjoy that. I feel like I don't have any limitations on my life right now versus before. About 15 years ago I was told that I would probably be on bed rest for an extended period of time, and that didn't sound like a very good option for me either. Trying to keep me down is not easy, and so I just really feel like I have no limitations on my life now. Without hesitation. Matter of fact, I already have, and it's funny because almost every time I come in here I bump into another friend of mine that really enjoys the treatment here.
Good. Is there anything else you would like to share?
Just thank you so much, Symmetry, for everything that you do for me and for all your patients.